Alright, whoa, what's good, man? My name is FlemLo Raps. Give a big shout out to Hayden Hunley. Drop the comment on a video I dropped 15 hours ago. You should do a video on your football career, but I understand if it's personal. The top comment is got 46 now, 47 likes. And I was like, you know what? Sure. But let me warn you right now, you want to probably listen to this like a podcast. Like if you want to put on some headphones or something and rock like that. If you want to watch. If you just want to listen, because I'm probably going to go on for a minute. I got to give you the whole story. Y'all know how I am. And so I got to build the context around everything. But here's my football story. From the time I started playing football, actually a little before, to the time I quit, and then even a little bit after. Okay? So here we go. Okay. So I didn't start playing football, like organized football, until I was in 7th grade. I'm from a small town in Mississippi. We do not have organized football for like Pop Warner, all that stuff. I ain't found out that stuff existed till later in life. And the stuff sounds crazy, but it's facts. You feel me? It's facts. I didn't even know that was a thing, right? So when I was younger, I was a basketball player. I wasn't even gonna play basketball. I went to my little brother wanted to play recreation basketball, which we had. I just went to the thing with him. Like I was not trying to play. I had no intentions of playing. I told my mom I didn't want to play. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest reason was because it cost a certain amount to get in, and our money wasn't like that. So I was like, nah, man, I don't need to play. You feel me? Like I was that kind of kid. You feel me? I'm a middle child, older sister, younger brother. They're social butterflies. I was hella quiet, reserved, and I thought a lot, and I'm that guy. Anyway, I got picked out the bleachers. Like I'm sitting in the stands chilling. Like I'm not trying to play. Who? Like pointing at who was that? Hey, we got you. You know what I'm saying? I was like the second pick. I was like, okay, cool. I wasn't gonna play. I looked at my mom like, you gonna be able to pay for me? You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, boy, take it down there. She always supported on stuff like that, regardless to the money. She always came up with it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. I joined, and that's what kind of got me into organized sports in the first place. Probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Anyway, I continued to progress, moved on. Once I got into the 7th grade, I don't know what made me go out for football. I really don't know exactly what it was, like what that thing was that sent me there. But my dad was a football player in high school, and he did go and play in college, but he tore up his knee, had to get surgery. Like I watched he's got like the tape of his knee surgery. I seen some of it back in the day. But anyway, he had like all the records. He was a running back. My dad's a big dude. Like, you feel me? He had a bunch of records at my high school, which was dope. You feel me? Anyway, probably something to do with that. And the fact that, people were trying to get me to play like just old people that you were running. Oh boy, your daddy was, you know what I'm saying? Like, so eventually I was like, all right, whatever. I went out for football. Now I'm a skinny kid. Like I'm skinny and tall. You feel me? Like that was my makeup. You know what I'm saying? But so I really I didn't look like a football player. I didn't look at myself as a football player. I never played football. I had really not very much interest in even playing. But anyway, I went out there in all black. First day of practice. I looked at it like tryouts, but it's public school. Everybody makes the team, but not really. You feel me? I knew I had to show that I was athletic so that I get put at a good position, because I don't want to be that skinny, tall kid that get put at, DN. I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to play a skill position. So, if I was going to play. So, bro, every gasser, we running, the gassers are. We running gassers, and I'm giving it everything I got. I was fast, and, I'm kind of obsessive, and I'm stupid competitive. I don't even think I knew it at the time, but everything I got. And I got to the point where I was super light hit. I could barely see. And I did it again. He blew, I was like, I can't go. In my mind, like, I'm not going to make it. I was out of there, dog. Man, I took like 5 steps. Bam! Hit the ground, bro. They picked me up, poured some water on my head, I still remember the quote. Reason I remember the quote because I was they teased me the next day at school. I was like, everything's just so bright. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't see nothing. Like I dehydrated or something. And yeah, that was my first football experience. So anyway, the very next day I was back. This time I was smart. I did not go out there in all black. I did the exact same thing. I felt like I was gonna die again, but I got real close to that point. And then I think I pulled back. I think I skipped the gasser even. Like I kind of hid in the crowd till I got my mind right. And I didn't realize that. I just thought I was way faster than everybody else. What I didn't realize was everybody else was just smarter and they wasn't running fast. You feel me? They was pacing themselves and I was all out. But my coach loved that. You feel me? So that moved me to the front of, you know, his mind when it came time to start putting people in positions. He came to me, talked to me, asked me what I wanted to do. I wanted to play wide receiver. We had NFL Network. We've always had like some type of DVR as long as I can remember. My dad's like real tech. He's like almost a tech geek, but he's not. Sorry to explain. He like a sucker for tech. Put it like that. Like my dad, I used to be a salesman. Before this, so I sold electronics. If my dad would have came to my store, I would have sold him everything in the store. He's that guy. You feel me? He go to Best Buy and the dude get to selling them and he'll buy everything. So we had all of that stuff. So and no bread for nothing else, but we had the technology stuff. Anyway, so damn, where was I? Hold on, let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. So yeah, he asked me what position I wanted to play, and I had been watching his NFL films. You know, I forgot the name of it. I think was it Road to Glory? But Beyond the Glory, that's what it was. Beyond the Glory. Jerry Rice, Michael Irvin, all of these all-time greats. And the receiver position, I just fell in love with it. So I knew right from the jump I wanted to play receiver. Some of the coaches wanted me to play running back because my dad was a running back, but I wasn't built like a running back, and I had no interest in getting hit every play. Like, why? You feel me? I'm faster than these dudes. In my mind, I'm like, let me go deep, man. Just throw it. Send me skip all that. I don't need to get the ball right here. Just throw it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to play receiver, so I did. I played a little bit of quarterback, but I was a natural receiver. I had natural hands. I was naturally good. We got in the game, bro. All of that went out the window. It's like when they would throw me the ball, I would be so anxious. I have so much anxiety. It's 7th grade now. So much anxiety that when the ball came, I just could not make myself catch it. I'm wide open every time because I'm leaving everybody. And man, if the ball wasn't perfect, I wouldn't adjust or nothing. Like if it was short, I just keep running. It was like, I don't know, bro. It was so weird, you know. My confidence, I just didn't have it, you know. So anyway, that summer, I worked on it. Like my brother could throw pretty good. He's 3 years younger than me. So we would play in the yard, and I just work on my hands. We go to my partner's house, we jump on the trampoline, and like, you know, you throw the trampoline, you gotta catch, boom, boom. And like I say, my hands were good. It wasn't my hands, it was my head. I wasn't confident in them. So when the pressure was on, I couldn't perform because I hadn't put in the work. I'm just built like that. I'm still like that. So once I put in that work, I went back in 8th grade and I had a better year. I still wasn't amazing, but I was probably one of the most talented people on the team. My stats wasn't all that, but they was decent. You know what I'm saying? I had decent stats that year. But I excelled in basketball and track at that point. Football was just something I did. You feel me? Anyway, that's 8th grade. Real quick, let me paint the context for you. When I was in 8th grade, I was that guy. But I was that guy for basketball and track. I played football, but I was that guy for basketball and track. To the point where I had the chick she was Miss Middle School the year before. She's the most popular chick in the school, right? That was my girl. And she was in high school at this point. She had a Lexus. She used to come pick me up from school, bring me food, shoes, and stuff. You feel me? So, like, I was that guy. So, anyway, that ain't had nothing to do with the story. I just wanted to tell you that. Anyway, so 9th grade, I was like, I'm not playing football. I'm going to focus on basketball That's the sport that I love. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm better at. Ah, crap. We got to back up. Back up. 8th grade. We actually, me and my partner, Hank, named Denzel Marbley. In 8th grade, when the season was over, we was good. We were so good, and we were tall. We was both probably like 6'1", 6'2" at the time. They moved us over to junior varsity for the high school. And I kid you not, it was the seniors on junior varsity, but of course we were starting because they wanted to start the young talent instead of these old cats that couldn't make varsity. You feel me? So, we went over there and played JV and balled out like that. So that was 8th grade. 9th grade comes and I'm like, I'm not playing football. I didn't even go out for football. I was done with it. But this cat that was in my class, one of my classmates, was talking crazy about how cold he was at tight end and how I couldn't catch and all of this stuff. Because, I couldn't, like in middle school, like I had become known for being cold in basketball and track. But in football, I was good. I was fast, but I couldn't catch. You know what I'm saying? Like in people's minds, that's what they remembered about me. So, at the time, my pride was crazy. So I'm talking. I was like, I'd come out there and take your spot today. It was a Tuesday. Junior varsity played on Thursday. I went out there Tuesday and took his spot and started on Thursday and beasted out, caught a touchdown in the game. And from that point, bam, I was back into football, all right? My new coach, which is a white guy named Coach Wright, he was like, you one of the most talented, boom, boom, boom. He moved me up to the varsity almost immediately, but it was stacked with receiver talent. That was probably about 3 receivers in the class right in front of me that was really cold, 10th grade. But then you still had the juniors and the seniors. You feel me? So I couldn't get on the field there. But he put me on defense. He put me at cornerback, you know what I'm saying? And just use my athleticism. I didn't really know exactly what to do at that time. But, other than cover my guy. So that's what I did, you know what I'm saying? I covered my guy. I still remember, like, dude named E. Hall. He was, I think he was 1 year older than me. He's like, we ain't gonna be wiping your ass out. That's what he told me, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I did that. And then when basketball season came, I quit. And then 10th grade, I started the season now, did the same thing. Basketball season came, I quit. 11th grade, same thing. Basketball season came, I quit. I quit football every year of high school when basketball season rolled around. I just love basketball so much. I was like, man, it's football. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing this until, in the meantime. You feel me? But time hoops rolled around, I was ready to go hoop. And I was way more naturally talented at football than I ever was at basketball. That's the funny thing about it. But I just love basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I was good in basketball, but I was good because I worked super hard. You know what I'm saying? I worked my ass off on basketball. And I didn't put that same work into football at first. My senior year, I started to wise up a bit and I saw an opportunity. So that summer, I worked super hard. Like, I was running heels. Like, my coach from middle school came over. You know what I'm saying? And he picked us up that summer. And he was taking us to go work out every day, And he was like, yo, what position you want? You gonna play offense or defense? I said, I want to play both. He was like, good, because you're going to play both. What number you want? What number 2? Cool, deuce, it's yours. You feel me? And my senior year, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was that guy. So essentially, we didn't have any real position coaches and nothing like that. So all the drills and stuff we did was drills I came up with. Like the receivers or, stuff I saw on NFL Network. That's really where I would get it from. You know what I'm saying? I get the stuff from NFL Network and bring it to practice and bam, we doing that. So I was leading the group at that point. I had to go first in everything. I had to be the best in everything. I had to win every gasser. My competitiveness had and jump back in, and I refused to lose anything. That season, I was riddled with injuries, bro. I was hurt the entire season. I played 6 total games. That's it. I had 600 some odd yards. I forgot the exact, but I averaged 100 yards a game, and I think I had like 7 or 8 touchdowns. I honestly forget now. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. It was like over 10 years ago. So I got the newspapers at the crib, man. I gotta go. I'm going home soon, so I'll probably get them. So anyway, but like I had back spasms and turf toe and just a bunch of dumb stuff that just nagged me forever. But you know, I worked through it. You feel me? Like I remember my back was spasming so bad that like I wasn't supposed to play. I went to the doctor. He gave me a cortisone shot. It was like, you know, as long as you're not trying to play, I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to go out there. I got back to school. Yeah, he said I could play. You know what I'm saying? I was out there, man. I wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to hear that. We played against Anthony Dixon. Y'all remember Anthony Dixon from Mississippi State? He played in the league too. I remember we played against them, Terry High School. You know, we had some good experiences, bro. So anyway, I was a late bloomer in football. Like I always was on the team. I was always one of the most talented people. Everybody recognized that, but I never put no numbers up because I never stuck with it. You feel me? And I didn't work like I should have. I didn't work on it. So I didn't do that until my senior year, and then I was hurt most of the season. So anyway, I got invited to a camp at Mississippi State. So I was supposed to go to that and, you know, get some eyes on me. Day before that, I high ankle sprain playing basketball. Missed the camp. So after the season, now I'm running track. I'm kind of jumping, bro. It's been so long, man. So if I'm jumping, it's hard to follow. I'm sorry. But, you know, I'm just trying to go off memory, man. I haven't really even, I don't think I've ever told this whole story. So just forgive me with that. Anyway, when the football season was over, I hooped. I had my best year in basketball as well. And I had an opportunity to play basketball or football in college. You know what I'm saying? But me being me, I pulled my hamstring in track. So like I couldn't work out the entire summer. You know what I'm saying? Like the entire summer I couldn't work out. It was the first time I ever pulled my hammy, so I really didn't know, you know what I'm saying, how to properly take care of it. I just didn't have the resources to rehab that and get back right, you feel me? And I didn't go out and seek it like I should have. And we didn't have like YouTube and stuff back then. Like YouTube came out in 2006. I graduated in 2006. So that was like the first year of YouTube, you feel me? And wasn't nothing on there but cat videos. So anyway, my coach cut my highlight tape and we sent it. He asked me where I wanted to send it. I didn't know nothing about colleges. Like, I mean, I knew I was gonna go to college because I was smart. So I wasn't tripping, but I ain't know nothing about college football. You know what I'm saying? At all. My family is not a college football family at all. Nobody I knew was big on college football. So I basically just sent it to the SWAC schools, which was Alcorn, Southern, Grambling, Jackson, all those schools, and Oregon. I just sent to Oregon because I like their uniforms. All the SWAC schools that I sent it to offered me a scholarship, you know, immediately. I don't remember. I didn't hear back from Oregon. I got a couple letters and stuff from Mississippi State, but that was like just me being accepted into school there. It had nothing to do with football. Like they probably didn't even know who I was at this point. It wasn't a big deal to me. I'm not regular. Like I'm just not a normal guy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I didn't even want to go to my graduation. Like I was like, well, I gotta go walk across the stupid stage for some paper for graduating high school. I'm like, you know how easy high school is? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I really, really didn't want to go. You feel me? It was hot. I was like, oh, be standing out there sweating in this stupid robe. You feel me? That's how I'm wired. Like I'm just that guy. So all the visits and stuff, I didn't want to go. Like I went to Jackson State. They had some pool strippers that was trash. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm just not a big fan of strippers to this day because that experience was so lackluster. And it was like a waste of my time, bro. Like I'm big on my time. You feel me? And I wasn't happy with with that experience. I thought I was whack. You feel me? And then I went to Southern, and after that, and I went to I already said that. And after that, I turned down every other visit. I was like, I don't want to go to Grambling. I don't want to go to jail. How far is that? Like, you feel me? And then Alcorn, who's right down the street from my house, who I grew up on their campus playing basketball every day. They came to my house last. And was like, I ain't like how they came at me. They came at me like, kind of, like they just expected me to come to their school. And I was like, man, you got me messed up, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dude from Grambling came, and he gave me a homework assignment. Well, look up how much we pass the ball and look it up. Well, your presentation. You feel me? Like, like that's how I am. And it ain't because I thought I was just, it was just like, I don't know, man. It's just a certain respect level come from you because you trying to sell me. Like, I don't need you. You feel me? I got options, cuz. So, anyway, I ended up choosing Southern. I didn't think it mattered where I was. I was like, look, I'm a beast. Wherever I go, I'll be that guy. I'm going to the NFL, whatever. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. Easy, right? I go to Southern. My first time being out of Mississippi. My first time being by myself, on my own. And I'm homesick as hell. Like, I'm so homesick. And I always wanted to leave home because, not because I was one of them kids that was like, oh, I want to get out of this place. I wasn't like that. I just knew it was necessary. Because there were so many guys that I knew that never left my hometown, that was way older than me, and they never progressed into a man. You feel, in my opinion, like, you still live with your mom, cuz, like, damn, like, you ain't got no job, bro. What are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be that person. So I knew I had to leave. So I left. But it was tough, bro. It was tough on me. I was depressed. It like, for the first time in my life, I was depressed. It was crazy. Wasn't no chicks on campus for like the first, you know, if we was in camp. Like, wasn't no girls up there. It was insane, bro. So, you know, I remember my first one. I made up a story, dog. Oh, I forgot about this. I made up a story that my girl at the time was pregnant. This was a complete lie. And man, at my age, I didn't even realize like how stupid of a lie that even is. You feel me? Oh, bro, I was a terrible person. Damn. I'm pretty sure my mom, nobody really even knows about this, but I made up a lie, told my coach that, and you know, I needed to go home and see her. You know what I'm saying? I left for like a week. You feel me? I regrouped. I told my mom that I was on break, like we was off for like a week or something like that. And yeah, I went home, man, for like, and then I came back, and a few months later, everybody was asking about the baby. Of course, the baby didn't exist, man. I'm crazy. Like, man, that is wild. Yeah. And I just remember like being out there and like, bro, I was like, I don't want to do this. You know, I was weak. Thinking back, it just ain't really what I wanted, obviously. So my whole time in college, man, I was a knucklehead. The first year, once they told me I was redshirting, I checked out. Like, I checked out mentally. Like, I was like, all right, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I skipped class. I used to play NCAA all the time. It's bad, bro. And like, I don't tell this story because I don't like glorifying this, because I don't want people to think I think this is cool, because it's not. It was dumb as hell. Like, I wasted so much time. Now, it was a part of my journey, though. You feel me? Like, it really was a part of my journey, man. But damn. So anyway, I basically went through college. I'm gonna fast forward this. I went through college like that the entire time. Like, I was always torn between football, basketball, rap, all type of stuff. Like, I had so many interests, but my main interest was rap at the time. I would record a song every day. Like, every day I would record a song. You feel me? Like, that, I was that guy. So, and I was known on the team to be the dude that rap. You feel me? Everybody, oh, Flem, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they rapping, oh, go get Flem. Like, you know, that's who I was. That's what I was known for. I wasn't known for playing football. You feel me? I was known on the football field for a dude just like my whole life. A dude that was talented, but I would not put in the work. And I realized now, I thought it was something wrong with me. I thought I was lazy. I thought I was, you know what I'm saying? But I realized now, I work so hard in this YouTube. And the reason is, I just wasn't doing what I was put here to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't put here to be an NFL football player. I was put here to be in the football locker room, to be on the field, to go through those experiences, and to get a college scholarship, and to just live that life so that I could be here right now doing exactly what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go through all of that. So now here I am. You feel me? So anyway, my senior year rolls around. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. My senior year rolls around, and we get a new coach. He's an asshole. Stump Mitchell, and he tells me that they're gonna move me to tight end. Like Shannon Sharp though. Shannon Sharp, one of my favorite players. I was like, okay, I see where you going with this. But I had to put on 15 pounds. You know, so I was about 205 at the time. I needed to get up to 220, 225 preferably. You know, so I worked on that. I got up to about 212. Now going into that senior year, I was ineligible. Right? I was ineligible. So here's what happened. I needed 18 hours of credits, and all I had was the summer to get it. Now the most class you could take in the summer is 12 hours. Okay? But I finally wanted it bad. Like I finally was ready to work. You feel me? So this is what I did. I begged two other professors, probably like 5, but I got 2 to agree. Other professors to allow me to come into their classrooms, you know, or their office or whatever at, you know, designated times and go through this course, and they would give me a credit for it or correct my grade or, you know, whatever I needed. Went through a bunch of repeat, delete processes, a whole bunch of stuff that would basically make me eligible. Now, with this schedule, bro, I was busy every day of the summer from like 5 a.m. to like 8 at night. Like there was no free time. I worked so hard, bro. So hard. I got eligible. You know what I'm saying? Against all odds, but my coach didn't believe that I was going to make it. So what he did was he brought in like 5 other tight ends to camp. And he didn't put my name on the list because he thought I wasn't going to be eligible. You feel me? And he was like, look, don't even worry about camp. You know, man, just come back in the season. And I was so mad at that. We got into like a heated argument. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you ain't believe what I'm saying? I did all this shit and bust my ass all something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm heated, and he an asshole too, so he heated. And we get into a shouting match, and you know what I'm saying? He told me to get out of his office and don't come back. And I was like, man, you, I ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? And I walked out the office right there. I went to my room, and I was like, man, I ain't on the team no more. And it was crazy how it happened because I was in the best shape I had been in. I had dedicated myself to football as much as I ever had in my life. You feel me? I had never worked that hard. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I was getting up at 5. We had workouts. You know what I'm saying? I was going to do that. So yeah. So anyway, long story short, I got kicked off the team right there. I probably could have easily went back and like, coach, you know, I was tripping, apologize and been back on the team. But I was so stubborn, I wanted to get kicked off. I was like, you know what? Fuck you then. You feel me? Like, I'm going to show you. And so I dipped. And I started rapping every day. And I was gaining momentum as a rapper. Honestly, we did some performances, doing shows. And, you know, was getting more shows. And it was dope. But we couldn't have no money to travel, right? So we ain't had no bread to travel. So I was like, I'm going to get a little job. And, you know, so I could finance this and help us move around. Because my other partner was already working, but we needed more. So I was like, cool. So I started working at Conn's. Electronics store is what I saw it as. And like I hit the ground running. 3 months later, I was the third key holder, like basically assistant manager. 3 months later, I've never worked in my life. I never sold nothing. And probably 6-7 months after that, I was managing $1 million store. 5 years later, I realized my life had gotten derailed, and I don't even know how the hell I got here, how this worked. I was making mad money. Like, by the way, I was a beast. I was really good at this. I was just good at it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't my truth. So I did a lot of soul searching. It took me about 6 months, and I finally figured out I wanted to do YouTube. I started, and here I am. Obviously, it's so much in the middle, man. But I've been talking for like 30 minutes. I'm tired. So I'm going to shut up. And yeah, that's more or less, that's my football story. I left a lot out, but I hope I got the gist of it. And that's where I am.